So story time. I have albinism and I am legally blind, right? And so growing up with albinism, looking like a Caucasian person, but being a Black and Native American person was very challenging. It was a very challenging childhood. And it grew into my adulthood. And so I had a lot of people and family members put limitations on me that I did not agree to. I had family members telling me that all I should ever be is a Social Security recipient. I had family members telling me that why do I have dreams and aspirations? I need to just go collect a check and just be happy with that. And so when I first started off going to college, I actually believed these lies. I was like, oh man, like I can't go to school for something really huge because, like, I'm legally blind and I don't see that well. So at one time, I wanted to be an FBI agent. Like, that was what I always wanted to do. And I let fear and other people's opinion literally, like, just deter me from wanting to become an FBI agent. Later on in life, I found out once I started working for the government that all FBI agents aren't field agents. So I ended up missing my opportunity because I believed in the lie. And that lie came from familiar faces, family members, friends, associates, and I believed it, and toxic relationships. So I'm here to tell you, don't believe a lie. If God called you to something, please do so. Because when it's all said and done, if you don't do it, you're delaying your own blessing. You couldn't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame Satan. You can't say, oh, well, Satan. No, because you didn't obey God. And honestly, one of the biggest things that I would say that I lacked was confidence in myself and my ability to know that I can do it. I had believed the lie of Satan so much that every aspect of my life was predicated on the approval of people and the limitations that people had put and set on me years ago. I had wanted to go to school for psychology because I wanted to be a forensic psychologist. I used to watch Law and Order so much as a kid that I was like, that's what I'm going to be. And I didn't go. I went to school for healthcare administration and getting a master's in clinical mental health counseling. It wasn't until I lost my son that when I was praying, I was like, God, what am I supposed to be doing? And he told me, you're going to have to go back to school, right? And I was like, okay, Lord, I'm just in this moment of prayer, like, yes, Jesus, what do you want me to do? And he was like, for psychology. Now, mind you, I was terrified because I was sitting up here like, I ain't never seen no legally blind psychologist. Like, what? And the Lord told me one day, we really going to have to work on your confidence. And so we did. Working on your confidence and obeying God is a very, very hard process, but a needed process. And so he, had me read the Bible stories. A lot of Joseph was one of them. Abraham was one of them. Moses, a giant one, like a huge one. Like, you have to have confidence in God. And back in the day, I used to pray and I used to ask God, like, God, give me confidence like Jesus. God, give me confidence like Jesus. God, give me confidence like Jesus. Because Jesus had such huge confidence. Little did I know that Jesus' confidence was because of the fact that he knew God. And he had spent so much time in God's presence and he was so intimate with the Father that he knew who he was because he spent time with with God. So I started reading my Bible, okay? I started turning them pages. I started reading my Bible. I started fasting and I started praying because I'm like, Lord, I need confidence just like Jesus got. And Jesus got confidence because of the fact he was with you. And the more and more I started learning that my identity is not in myself, my identity is in Christ Jesus alone. Guess what happened? Your girl got some confidence, okay? And I love it too. Not because of no idolatry or nothing like that, but because of the fact that I can look in the mirror at myself and see a beautiful young lady that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. So, all my girlies and my beautiful women that have a disability, legally blind, I want to tell you a few things. Trust in God. Don't let people put demands and limitations on you because of your vision or because of whatever disability you have. Because the Bible say that we could do all things through Christ that strengthens me. And also, I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. So who cares I don't have 20/20 vision or 2200 vision? Whatever. I still know that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. And if God told me to do it, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So look here, world. You're going to meet your new legally blind clinical psychologist. But all jokes aside, don't believe the lie of Satan, even if it comes in familiar voices and familiar faces. Keep trusting in God. Keep believing in God. And that your identity is in Christ Jesus. And you are fearfully and wonderfully made just like you are. God bless.